Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. David Villa, Jimmer, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
Yamal. This looks promising. Played out to the left flank. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on. Oyarzabal! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, and one more try! And for a moment, time stood still. First quarter of an hour gone. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. David Villa has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. India are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Throw in. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's going wide left. David Villa. And a chance! Goal! Spain! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
David Villa. And he's managed to get rid. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Villa. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Drills one in. And Pedri! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Wiggles his way through. Now it's Rodri. David Villa. And he's in on goal. And he shoots! And he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not the most accurate pass. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's shifting through the gears here. Pablo Barrios proves just a little bit too strong. David Villa. Tries to pass it through. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a cute ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Villa. He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now this could be a chance. Oh, there's the shot! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's on it. Oh, shooting chance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Chance! Oh, crossbar! Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Probably be looking to play it square from here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. What a save by David Raya! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been slipped through. Yamal is onto this. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Oyarzabal, Pablo Barrios. Pedri. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's been given away. He'll try from distance. Oh, glorious! That is a special one. That is a gem, an absolute gem. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
3 minutes at a time.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, talk about making the most of a momentary lapse in concentration. He was just that...
And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off. That should be it. That will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Camavinga completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Where it came from. And the counter is on. Now it's Camavinga. Doué. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Mbappe. Goes for the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Fernandes. Nice looking ball. Messi's cross. And he's there to get it away. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Yamal. Threads one in. And this is Messi. Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Argentina are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fernandes. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Good play on the left-hand side here. Tries to play it through. Tries to pass it through. Romero spots it and intercepts. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Yamal. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Yamal picked up, and Messi! The captain scores!
Well, this is exactly what you want from your skipper, Peter. I mean, this was about as perfect a time as you can score. Some players already had their heads in the dressing room, but he remained alert.
After 41 minutes,
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time.
Could be danger here. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Added time.
Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Great chance! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And yes, and that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an
Just a
even
quick
more
announcement.
ambitious
We would
approach
like
in the
to
second
inform
half,
you that
Peter, with control
CCTV is now
already
in
established.
operation for your safety.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2.
Substitution.
So, into the second half. And no, that was never going to make it. Romero. And it's Doué. And it's Fernandez. Looking to play him in.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Martinez finds himself offside. Vuskovic.
Miami are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Nico Williams. That is good progress on the left. He's got away. In comes the corner. Argentina awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's a poor one. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that is expertly dealt with. He's a sharp little ball here. Doué. Paredes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Martinez gets it clear. Now it's Messi. Mbappe! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Just easy, and he's let fly! Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Played into space. Well, that's well spotted. Now that looks a decent ball. There's a look and plays it forward. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Miami clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great defending, strong and determined.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Paredes. And that is as far as it goes. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Just a quick announcement. It
Messi
is now
claiming
time
the
for
man
our
of the match
special
award,
lottery.
and
Please
there is
grab the
very
tickets you
little
were given
room
when
for
you walk in
argument.
through the gates.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Miami definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, well played, well played. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's got away. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, super ball. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yamal. Paredes. And here's the chance to counter. And Fernandez. Quarter of an hour played. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Messi is flagged offside. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Serginho. And it's Rice. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Now Romero. Fernandez. Messi. Picked out brilliantly. He's... Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Miami are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Yamal! Yamal! Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the first moment of real significance. Memphis Depay! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's put paid to the danger. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. Under an awful lot of pressure. Camavinga, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He is through here. Has to go back here. Oh, that's a chance! Goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Paredes. Van Dijk. Oh, some tackle that. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rice.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break.
And now
all
I'd
square.
just like to read out our fan club
Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
birthdays
Well,
today.
it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Lautaro Martinez.
And that's the second
Coming
half
on
started.
to replace him is number 11, Erling Haaland.
That has been slung wide. Romero. That is ended up in no man's land. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Doué. Fernandez. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's fabulous. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And he's picked it up out wide. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Messi! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Messi. And it's Rice. Not the most accurate pass. Diaz. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. Camavinga. And it's Doué. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Depay. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Romero. Van Dijk. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Miami really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And they're back on the ball again. And he's managed to get free. Fernandez. Well, there's the clearance. It's a throw-in. Messi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Paredes. And here's Yamal. Messi has the space to scheme. And he's there to get it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Yamal. And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
With the owner of a blue car parked
How would you
outside
sum up
the
what we've
stadium
witnessed,
gate,
Jim?
kindly remove it, as
I
it is
suppose
about
it's
to be towed
something.
away.
Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Yamal has the space to scheme. Nepal are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Doué. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Yamal. Rice does really well there, strong defending. Fernandez. Neither side yet able to find the net. Paredes. This is a promising build-up. Fernandez. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi, he's got away. Fernandez really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Doué. Looking for options for movement. And there's the shot! And Needless to say, that deserved better.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Space for him to turn and look. In towards the back stick. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. He is through here! Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van Dijk. That's a good run down the left. He'll try from distance! Fernandes. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that was very necessary. Martinez aims beyond the defence. And this is Messi! And he's intervened well there. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nepal with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. Deftly away. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a sharp finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
The first breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Paredes. Nepal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was a given, it always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Yamal has it out wide and in space. And this is shot at goal! Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he's found a way past. He's having a hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
into the last 5 minutes. Oh, super! Cristiano! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. No way through. Now it's Martinez. And that's been won straight back. Fernandez. De Ligt attempts a clearance.
Has been indicated.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Good ball, good take. He's gone for goal! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are disappearing out of sight. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's...
He's having a shot! And it's there! This day becomes absolute... And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And a quick reminder
And after
today
all of
to
that,
please
Jim,
take
what are you
all
thinking?
mid-outer bins
Well, Peter,
located by
I
the
really
entrance
couldn't
gates.
see what
Thank
this
you
team
very
was
much
trying
for
to
your
achieve.
cooperation.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it
everybody,
might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And that's a good ball. He has found the way through. Great ball. Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
The goal
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation.
Hello, everybody, and
Just
welcome
one
to
point
today's
required
match.
and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
For me, Peter, Mark Gahey is one of the most technically accomplished centre-backs around. He's also got great recovery speed and athleticism, and a really intelligent reading of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's among the very best in the current crop of English defenders. He has been excellent.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Doué. Camavinga has it in a wide position. Yamal. Now it's Shevchenko. Paredes. And Fernandez aims beyond the defence. Doué. Camavinga. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Camavinga is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Oh, what's he done? Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's definitely not his best. And it's Fernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gabriel, that is ended up in no man's land. Tries one from off the post. There's the shot! And he's straight offside. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! Doué. Real chance! Superb from Doué! A finish right from the top draw! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button, and we're back where we were.
The goal scorer after 40 minutes is...
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gabriel gets over and intercepts. He's found a way through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Two minutes has been indicated.
And it's Shevchenko. Picked out brilliant, shot a goal! It's there! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have...
And that is indeed the final act. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second period is on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave and...
And the shots! Dispatched clinically! They've come back, they've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Van Dijk. He's having a hit! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, he'll try from distance! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Incredible! They have found their way out of a corner and landed a big blow of their own. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Miami are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And this is Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, that's a... Berbatov! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Messi. Gerrard. Pedro Porro. Knocks it into space.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Gerrard. And here's Yamal. And Berbatov! And he's quick to get rid.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's worked it through. Messi!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
It's a pretty loose pass. And Messi! Nearly, but not quite. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. The deed is done. They are on the up. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, that's a huge weight off their shoulders, Peter. The pressure must have been almost unbearable, and I know that through personal experience. There's plenty you can say about today's performance, but just this once,
And if you
promotion
do have a chance
is the
today,
only
please
thing that
take
matters.
some time out to give your support.